I remember telling you that I was watching. That is Honorable Richard, the Secretary of NRM, when he was trying to say that if you have not registered as a member of NRM, you'll not be voting. You see, because there are those ones who go even when you know very well you're not from this village, but just because you are against someone and you want this person to go down, you get all your colleagues, you go and collect yourselves, and wherever it is you come, then you want to put this person by force, by whatever it is. Then at the end of the day, when you are elected, you don't do the right thing because you don't know what is this village all about. You don't know what these people are facing in this village. So for them to come up with this thing, we're saying that every member, if you want to be, like, if you want to, like, to vote, if you want to vote, you need to be registered. And you need to be registered as a member of NRM. So if you're not registered, you won't be voting. Even though you go and bring people, a trip of people that to come and line up for you, it will not happen. If their names are not there in the registrar, they will not be voting. And which was something very amazing. Otherwise, if it was not like that, I think today was really going to be something else.
But of course, not that today it was going to be something else. It was something else.
It will be even worse than that. It will be worse than that.
You know, exchange of stones. You know, somebody throw the stones at you, you also pick and you throw at another person. It was a terrible war. Not until they invited the police to come and to intercept in that, and with the tear gas. Like I told you, the whole box of tear gas was brought there. And for me, to the people out there, let me say the citizens. You see, they always say that a much small scorpion is, but when it bites you, you will feel the pain. So now, you may think that this is a very small thing. Then you go ahead, hit somebody's head. At the end of the day, you as a person, you will be the one to face it. You will be facing the law single-handedly. The person whom you went to fight for
even won't even stand for
would not even want to know where you're coming from. And it will be the very person to even deny you. So now, why would you go ahead and start fighting, and yet the procedures are laid clearly? Registered voters are eligible to vote.
If you're not registered,
you are nowhere to be seen in the line, whether in the line or doing the ballot papers. So now, you as a person, see, most especially the youth out there, see, there's a way youth sometimes they do. Let me say, is it engineering? There's a way they pin them. You see, there's a way they pin you sometimes, and they have that thing inside them that today I want to go and cause chaos there, but I can't go when my eyes are open. You understand? I need to
be 2 in 1.
I need to be 2 in 1, or even 3 in 1, because you need to go somewhere there in a hidden corner. Maybe you smoke your head. You go in a hidden corner. You drink yourself. You know, for you to be able to confront somebody. But when you're sober, you cannot do that kind of thing. So it's really so bad for the youths. We have a very bright future. We have a lot of things ahead of us. Who knows that you will become one of the persons in future. So to the youths out there, they really need to be vigilant with their life.
And still for the LCs, the honorables, please, at least the guys that we move with, yeah, you can come with your crowd, but at least try to talk to them. Yeah, let them try to behave. Otherwise, even you yourself personally, you will be disqualified. You see, they will cause for you problem. At the end of the day, you will find yourself that you have been disqualified out of the whole thing. Yet you have injected a lot of money to make sure that at least you get yourself there. Then from nowhere, just in a second, you are out. So the guys that, okay, our voters, let's try to advise them and see how we can do things smoothly. Remember, this is a life, you know. People are moving. Some people, by the way, for them, maybe that's their last day, God forbid, you know. It might be your last day. But of course, your last day, it will come in a very weird way. At least it should come in a humble way, not in this kind of fun. Because someone might just stone you and they say, this one was just stoned. From nowhere, you are gone. Which we don't want to record such kind of cases. So please, let's try to do it in a peaceful way, because these are our people. Let's do it in a way that the person that you're going to fight is just take it as your brother, or take it as your sister, or take it as your daughter that you are fighting. So we shouldn't be doing that. Let's do things.
That was a comedy, drama CHUKU. A serious comedy, drama CHUKU. 4 contestants, and of course, 4 guys stood for that post. You know, the current one and plus 3 more, and a comedy, a real comedy. Do you know that there are people lining up? Yeah, you standing there, knowing that you failed. Standing like this, seeing like distance, like almost 100 meters. People are blind behind your opponent. You know, 100 meters. These are all people. These are all voters who are blind. Now, what happened was like the 2 contestants. Now, of course, they were standing there. This other one had 10 people. Then the other one almost
nothing.
100 meters. Then those 2, they had 1-1. So that what they did was like the other one had to leave, and the second one also had to leave. This is the same thing that happened in the next polling station after Onjivo. The other primary school. What is the name of that primary school? There's the other primary school and secondary school. As you're going, you know, leaving the market.
Of Onjivo.
There's a secondary school there. The muzee there was unopposed. Women, they refused to vote. They said, we are not voting anybody. Muzee has to be there. So there was a lot of comedy today, even here in Market Lane. There was a lot of girls, and at the same time Kenya Village, to the extent that they even had to stop the election from going, not until they brought some reinforcement. You know, I believe that this time election is going to be something else.
I'm telling you.
But I just pray that
we pray for the best. We pray for the best.
The youths, they should control their anger, and of course, if you how much love you have for somebody, first think about yourself. That's what I can tell the youth out there. And of course, away from that, for inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. Yesterday, we had, you know, there was an accident. You know, YY crashed. YY bus crashed with a lot of people. They are still, you know, trying to get the identification of these people. The other road that goes Iganga, you know, Ginger Iganga Road, and of course the very particular district. Forgotten about the name of the district because, you know, the way it was very hard to pronounce the district. And of course, like we say, we always say that for inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. What God gives, He takes it at any time that He wishes. And of course, maybe, who knows, maybe that was how God has planned for them. You yourself also out there, you have also signed for your type of death. So when something happens like this, we should always pray for the rest of the people who are still struggling with their life due to cause of that very particular accident. Sergeant MC remains my name, and of course, Western Television is the television you're watching right now each and every single day. It's the second edition of CHUKU CHUKU this very particular week. And of course, the men who might not watch you, let me take it to the kind of team, Kore. Vote by all sins when you got team, Mawayo Yele, Yoki Bang, you get in your but let me when at least Makinwang, Ishido Kamiboli voted name Ningi. Amanigami registering so that Ibedu eligible in voting in Natimi Bedu Kamitucha. But this time around, make sure in the day, Natimi Bolu vote you. Get Chimwa, a better never meal, you know, the team Kumani, level Kumani. But anyway, let's go for the music break. And when we bounce back, we shall be giving you some celebrity gossip, you know, the news circulating, you know, the industry of entertainment. And of course, on Sunday, we had another concert also in Iteso. That is the Inteso. We're talking about so many concerts, and of course, we're gonna be getting back to tell you about the concert and many more. Wanted to do something, yeah, nasty like that.
Okay, I can just say sorry for what happened because, you know, politics. You know, when you join politics, you should be ready for anything.
Anything.
Yeah, he shouldn't cry for it because he knows why he went there. So we just say sorry. We pray that actually he recovers very fast. Quick recovery, my bro. But of course, you should know that this is how politics is. And take heart. Be strong.
You should take heart and be strong.
Yeah, let him take heart and be strong.
Away from that, here in Aurora, of course, King Wither, one of the legendary artists, also contesting for the councillor. You know, area councillor, that is Aurora City. let me say the central division as a councillor. For me also, I would say, let me hope that it's not going to be like the ones of those ones of ours. You remember the incident of Uncle Nyax and J.M. Kennedy. So being an artist, you may think, but it's all about the manifestos, how you launch it and how you do your things at the, when you do things at the right time, definitely.
And nowadays people vote according to the party. If you go to a party no one did like, then just know
you a flop.
You a flop. So people vote according to the party. They don't even care whether you are capable or you are not, as long as the party where you belong, if it is a good party that has all that they need, just know you will go through. Especially the ruling party, by the way. With ruling party, you cannot fail easily. It is very hard.
With the ruling party?
Yeah, it is very hard for you to fail. Maybe you will fail by your own mistake. That is your own mistake.
And of course, away from that, there's a lot of fight that is going on between MCs. I don't know why. And of course, the other week we had that is a Stewart and Lavi Daddy. They also had a clash. They had a clash, and this time around, that is MC Mercy. You remember the lady who came for KK Rush, mixtape, the one who was vibing the people, and of course, she kissed a fan on the stage out of excitement. And being a celebrity, whatever you do, people will always keep on watching. You understand? Yes. And of course, as we speak right now, she's the leading, the most gigged MC in Gulu. We have Lucky. Lucky is one of the legendary MCs that have even, I remember sometimes back I shared the stage with him. That is in Password Launch. I shared the stage with him some years back. I can't really recall the year. And Cash Owakabi, I remember sharing stage with him in 2017. That is a Face of Gulu. Face of Gulu that happened in Boma Hotel. So these are the two people. And of course, these are the two people who linked out the video of her kissing a fan. So now, when things reaches the social media, there's a way people talk about it. There's a way people lament, make a lot of noise. They add their salt. There's a way they paste. If there's no paste, there's a way they will put there, here, piri-piri.
Everything.
Piri-piri, so that they can wo. I am, it has been really a talk of the town in Gulu, and she came out. MC Mercy came out. She owed no one apology for her actions. Because the mistake is common. And remember, this is the same Lucky. When it comes to performance on the stage, she's one lady who has a lot of vibe. One of the best female MCs. Let me talk. When talking about Uganda, I think in the top five female MCs in Uganda who can vibe the stage, I think she can be in the top 2, 3. In the whole of Uganda, because I've ever witnessed this girl vibing. You understand? She does promotions, and she does a lot of things. Weddings. There's a way she can pull the crowd. And when it comes to clubbing, I believe that there's a way people dress according to the event. So I don't blame her when it comes to dressing code. She's always an open lady. She leaves nothing outside. Means untouched. But when it comes to vibe, she's really a good viber. And was she right? Kissing a fan on the stage.
But of course, that's like you said at first, that mistakes are common. Mistakes are human, okay? I can be too excited. So out of the excitement, I will do that. But again, now when you sit back and I think what I did was not professional. You see, professionality is not good. But those things are there. We are humans. Sometimes we cannot control our emotions. You know that. You can try to control, but if it is too much, you cannot control. You find yourself doing something that you didn't expect to do it. But at the end of the day, you just need to say, okay, it has happened, There's nothing you can do about it. It has happened already. But again, people should not also take it too personal. For those ones who are taking it too personal, maybe they have their own personal interest.
Yeah, because she's like, the guys are trying to fight her. But now she's a female.
That's what I'm saying.
She's a woman. Why should men fight women?
But now when a woman is doing something better than a man, what do you expect a man to do? Should I sit down and fold my hands when the woman is taking over? You even know very well, even in the church, Even in the mosque, women are not allowed to be leaders. Now, how can a man sit back
and watch a woman takes what belongs to a man?
Yes.
But no, these things comes back to the talent. You understand what you have and what you're
But
giving to the
of course,
fans.
that's what we have failed to understand. That's what we have failed to understand. A talent is a talent. Some of us will learn this through doing it. Others, we have that built talent. You are born with it already. It is there in you. However, even though you go to school, you're just going to school just to
add.
Just to add. But you have the talent already in you. Like now for me, Pastor, by the way, with hairdressing, I have the talent of hairdressing. I've never even seen the class of hairdressing. But you can come and tell me, Liz, I want you to do for me this. I can do it for you.
So you can do manyanga also, my hair, manyanga style.
I can do manyanga style. Anytime you want, just tell me. I come and do it for you.
Anyhow is how.
Anyhow
You're
is how.
ready for anything, anytime.
So some people they have that inbuilt talent that you are born with, and some people for them they learn because you have the passion. You love something. You really want to be this person. Then that's when you go to school and then you learn.
See, I've realized that there's a way people intend to keep some things, and when they see fire coming out somewhere, they always expect some smokes to come somewhere there. And there's a lot that she has been hiding. You know, she was like, yeah. Now, if these people can, lay out my video, why don't they also give out the secrets about them? Then she started penetrating. Yeah. Oh, Kasho Wakabi, you did this $3,000. You're from this MC Lucky. You scam this, you scam that, you scam this promoter. A lot of things. Now, you see, when a human sits like this, there's a way sometimes when I look at a human being,
that's why they always say that let a sleeping dog lie.
Let a sleeping dog lie.
Don't touch. If the sleeping dog is lying,
don't touch the tail.
Don't touch the tail.
You don't step on the tail.
Don't step. Because once you step on the tail, I'm telling you,
you're doing the wrong
even
thing.
the bedroom secrets will all be revealed.
It will be revealed. And of course, I take fighting in different ways. Entertainment. There are so many people who are talented, and they just want to be in that docket themselves. They don't want anyone to come across, like somebody, me being like Liz. Of course, I've wished to be like Liz. Now, Liz would not even wish me to be better than her. And then there's a way those fights, those minor fights will start coming in from different corners. Ventilators, through the door, they will keep on coming. But anyway, what do you need to do?
But of course, I wish if she could just keep it a deaf ear. But it's like also she's a woman of no nonsense. She cannot keep quiet. I wish if she could, when you keep a deaf ear, those people becomes fools. I'm sorry to say this on set, but they will end up looking like a fool. But it is just like you going on social media, leaking my video, a very bad video about me. Then I don't say anything. I chill it out. You chill it out. I just see this nonsense.
So I look like a loser.
It is just like you're trying to market.
So I become the loser.
Actually, you're trying to market yourself in a way that you are climbing on me to get your
cheap popularity.
That is it. So why don't I just sit back and I look at it and I smile? You just say, now look at this one. Now he's looking for a way of how we can get the popularity or the following and wherever it is.
So you just have to silence. You mute yourself.
Yeah, you see, like I remember, was it Jose Chameleon when issues came in and then the guy just kept quiet. It was Jose Chameleon when King Saha was saying a lot of things about Jose Chameleon. He just kept trying to look at him like that. This one is trying to look for. No, it was Gravito Mutuju. Yes, it was Gravito Mutuju. He just kept quiet. He talked it back from them. He kept quiet and all ended.
But of course, definitely, when somebody punches when you reply the punch, meaning that you want punch exchange.
Yes.
So you'll be exchanging punches. So now when somebody gives you a punch and you don't punch the person back, definitely the person will know that it's either I am fearing to punch you back in 2 ways. Maybe you're going to beat me if I'm to reply. You punch again. If I'm to punch you back, you're going to punch me double or even triple.
No, it is okay. I love some people to talk about that. Always, humans are meant to be talked about. No, you can never tell me that no one have talked about you.
Definitely.
Such. They may talk about you good or bad. They have talked. You see this? So for you to keep yourself like how can I say, uneducated person.
Illiterate.
Educated person will not go ahead and fight with uneducated person.
Definitely.
It cannot happen. If you know that you are more educated than him, why do you go and fight him?
So you have to
allow the fool to make noise.
Boom.
Yeah.
And of course, the Mama Lugamba said, allow that person to make the noise. Away from that, and of course, Grenade, that is official. Coming out saying that, in one of the interviews, saying that, he's more nice looking than most of the female artists in Uganda. I looked at this guy, I was like, yeah. How can a man be more beautiful than a woman? Women are meant to be beautiful, and you, man, you are meant to be handsome. How can you just compare yourself? I don't know in what aspect he was trying to mean. So you as a lady, if I'm to say that I'm more nicer than you, like in physical appearance, what would you say?
No, because of course, Saj, let me tell you something. Grenada official has a reason why he's saying that, and even you, if you tell me this, you have a reason as to say it. Because, to be honest, there are some ladies. I even don't want to talk about.
But now look at the ladies that you was talking about here. They mentioned Spice Diana. They mentioned Lydia.
You see, Spice Diana is beautiful. Spice Diana is okay. I don't think he's meaning that appearance. There is where he's trying to
Definitely. He was just meaning the physical appearance.
No, I don't think he's meaning that.
So what was he meaning?
No, you want me to say it here? I will say it offset.
Actually, definitely.
No, you see, let me tell you. When a man sees you, the man does not see only your physical appearance.
He sees inside you.
He sees inside you. How dirty you look. How ugly
What do you
look.
mean dirty? Now there's something that
you want me to tell you something let me ask you. You finish.
Let me ask you. Is there something dirty inside you that we are not seeing but somebody is seeing? Like me personally.
No. It is not what I'm saying, but what I'm saying, you see, when you're in a relationship with someone, there's some things you get to see.
The dirty ones.
Yes, you get to see. The person may look outside here very beautiful,
but inside there's a lot of mud.
There is actually there's a lot of katogo.
Yeah?
A lot of katogo.
Of dirtiness.
Yes. So there's a reason as why he's saying that. He's not saying that because if you look at Spice, she's a very beautiful lady. Her figure is good. She has a good figure. Lydia Jasmine, good.
Shiba,
good.
Winnie Nwaji.
But for Shiba, there's only one thing. I cannot say that.
See you.
But everything about Shiba Kalundi, yeah, she's beautiful. She has the figure.
What is that one thing?
What is your problem?
And of course, everybody has opinion. They have the right to their opinion. They're entitled.
Yeah. So he has a reason as why he's saying that. Because first maybe he's talking about the facial, maybe the appearance and whatever it is. When he's meaning
something different.
Yes, when he's meaning something different.
So let's take it like that. And of course, I'm meaning something different. IMC still remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital letter. And of course, I'm not forgetting Mama Lugamba, that is Liz Honey. We always give you the way it is. Yeah? We take the package from the real source, we give it back to you as it is. Minus, putting any category. For us, we don't categorize, yeah? We don't mix those things. We give it to you the way it
Kampala City, EA, Bamutia Zika, Malunga Dikibwa, Black Beast Vakwari, put your hands up, Uki Hassan Abidira, Beast Vakwari.